Hey, remember the dragon we were talking about with the lords?
Which one? There were a few in that conversation.
The fire breather that was killing people. Veiljumpers sent word. She's in Arlathan Forest. Destroyed a village and turned it into her new lair. I've got the location from the Veiljumpers. We can go whenever you want.
Do you remember, Rook, when I mentioned another ceremony I must perform at the Memorial Gardens? The time has come. I was hoping you'd accompany me again.
More grave lighting?
No, this would be a more personal visit. Whenever you've time.
Lucanus, about what happened at Weishaupt.
Was an embarrassment to the crows.
Not what I meant. We were both thrown off our game. I shouldn't even be alive.
Neither should Gillanane.
Point is, you bounced back. We're not the sort who lose sight of our quarry because things got a little rough. We get near her again. We'll strike true. I'm sure of it.
I heard from Kal Sharok about the missing dwarves. Stalgard's one of them. I have to go help. They sent me maps of the area where the missing were last seen. It's a start. You're coming to help, right?
I promised I would.
I'm ready to go whenever you are. Let's not wait too long.
Well, he did worse than just try to kill me.
Really?
The guy stiffed me on the job. Those were good potions I used. Expensive, too.
Right, that makes sense.
How's it going over here?
It's okay. You know.
You can take my seat, Rook. I was just leaving. Belle, swing by when you get a chance. I found another set of papers for you.
Thanks, Nev. That's nice. Sorry, Rook. Not great company right now.
You just want to sit here quietly? That's fine. I can do quiet.
You're not very good at silence.
I'm great at most silences, just bad at awkward ones.
Fair enough.
Now for the part I'm not great at. Here I go. What's wrong, Balara?
Nothing, Rook. Don't worry about it.
I asked, didn't I?
It's Syrian. You saw who he is, what he's become.
Yeah.
He's a monster, Rook.
But despite that, he's still your brother.
I would have done anything to get him back. Even join someone like that, like Anaris.
But you didn't. You turned them down.
I did, but Rook, it was hard. I wanted my brother back. I mean, before all of this, Syrian and I were the same. Inquisitive, driven, pushing ourselves. The search for the Nadister Thalin, the archive, that was both of us, working together. I want to say I'll keep saying no, keep turning him down, but he's my brother. What keeps me from doing what he did?
You're not Syrian, Balara. You're you.
And what if that's not good enough?
Then keep your evil to off hours. Replace Lucanus's coffee beans with hot peppers. Buy Nev a bag of wisp food. Hide Tasha's snacks.
You're not very good at being evil.
I'll work on it. I'm kind of making this up as I go.
Our team motto, pretty much.
Let's paint that on the side of the lighthouse.
I'm sure Solus would love that.
You good?
I'm good. Thanks, Rook. I'll see you later.
I've got a meeting with the Threads.
The Threads? What for?
I need leads on Alia. I'm hoping they have something. Dharma said to invite you. Someone's on his good side.
Hey, Lucanus, are there non-binary crows?
Sure. Lots of them.
Do they still get capes?
Of course. Why wouldn't they get capes?
I don't know. People do stupid gender stuff. Only men can wear this, only women wear that.
Not in Antiva. The only rule is that you must have style.
Good.
One thing bothers me about what you said before. You think that a mage might flee the Qun to have a better life in Chantry lands?
Well, yes. The Qunari do awful things to their mages. They sew their lips shut and make them wear collars.
Qunari mages live a regimented life, yes. But all are regimented under the Qun. A mage has it no worse than a soldier.
I heard about the mages being treated like animals over in Kirkwall, though.
Yes, by the Antam, who have since broken from the Qun because it was not brutal enough for their liking.
All right. The dragon's a fang scorcher that attacked villages. We're close to her lair.
This shouldn't be too bad, right? We fought 2 dragons at once in Hosberg.
The dragons we fought in Hosberg were being ordered around by the gods. They were attack dogs. This is a wolf, a big wolf, fighting in her own territory. Be ready. This is your first real dragon fight.
You said the dragon's a fang scorcher. What are they like?
Fire breather, related to the Ferelden Frostback. Think of her like the dragon version of a bobcat or a fox.
It's a little larger than a bobcat.
I mean, she's small and sneaky for a dragon. Attacks with fire from a distance to soften up her targets. And she's mean. Scorchers hold a grudge longer than my mother.
You said she attacked villages. Are we dealing with another attack in a city like Treviso or Minrathous?
No. Something got her to start hunting a ways off.
Something like what?
Dunno. Hoping we find out while we're here. But right now, focus on taking her down before she kills anyone else. Including us.
I'm ready. How do we start?
First rule, shut up so the dragon doesn't hear us.
Got it.
Stay in the trees as long as you can. It's gonna get hot when she sees us. Hey, Lucanus. I heard Antivan crows make themselves invisible to dragons by imitating the dragon's shadow.
Who tells you these things? How would that even work?
I thought maybe you spread out your capes like wings, so she thinks you're her shadow and ignores you.
Tash, the Antivan crows only develop techniques for assassinations. Why would we learn techniques to fight dragons?
Maybe someone hired you to assassinate one? Hang on. Something's off with that crap up ahead. Let's go up through there on the left instead.
What's wrong?
I don't know. The way that debris is placed doesn't look natural. Or like something a dragon would do.
You're the expert. We'll follow your lead.
Will it do the thing where it flaps its wings and makes a whirlwind?
Maybe.
What about shooting its tail spikes like arrows?
Dragons don't do that.
Did you hear that?
Everyone heard that. Hunting call. Spooks prey, so they bolt out into the open.
I felt it all the way down to my toes.
Yeah, it tingles. Wait. Antam.
Antam? Here?
No idea. But they were setting an ambush.
They weren't counting on you.
Come on. We can circle around. Hit them where they're not expecting us. Antom mean? They knew I'd come for the Fang Scorcher? I only came because she attacked villages.
Maybe they baited it into attacking the villages somehow to lure you out here.
For the Dragon King, apparently.
Stupid name. Let's look around. I need to know what's going on. Bastards! They're the ones who've been capturing dragons and blighting them, turning them over to Gillenade in exchange for power. Histra Marluk Voshvatarizrak! We knew the Antom were involved. Now we know it's the Dragon King. That's who we find and kill. We can get to the Fang Scorcher's lair up through there, whenever you're ready.
Hoisting fire!
Use cover on the left! Move! All right, she knows we're here. That means quick beats quiet. Stay clear of the fire. It's like oil. Gets on you and keeps burning.
More on Tom!
Back!
That should speed things up.
Shokra Toebra. Shokra Toebra! Today, you're dragon slayers! Now let's see what she had in her lair. Probably that big building over there. Just tell me when you're ready.
Let's head out now. Trophy from the Fang Scorcher?
She was a good fight. You gonna be a big dumb puppy every time we hunt a dragon?
I'd love to tell you no, but realistically, at least I'm being honest. When you were standing over the dragon, you said something. Shokra to Ebra. It's the same thing your mother told you. You struggle the way you are?
You must struggle with what you are. It's what she told me when I was a kid. Still does, so I don't let the dragon out.
Meaning your fire breath?
It's not just about the fire. It's about how stuff makes me feel. What I do when I'm angry.
So you've got a bit of a temper. You haven't set Emmerich on fire yet? That I know of.
It's not just a temper. I can get this rage where I just have to break something, and I can get stuck in arguments, needing things to be a certain way. The Antom would have turned me into a berserker, breathing fire across the battlefield, killing anything in my way. I don't want to be that.
You never will be. This whole team is here to make sure that never happens.
Yeah?
Same as we do for Lacanis with Spite, or Harding with her stone powers. You are Ravani. You have the freedom to let yourself feel things instead of locking them down. I mean, we just killed a dragon thanks to you. How hard can anything else be after that?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Think I'm ready to talk to my mother about who I really am.
Yeah?
Yeah. I just killed a dragon. How hard can talking to my mother be after that? Might invite her to the lighthouse. Maybe that way she doesn't spend the whole time talking about that old tablet.
I'm still a little concerned about whoever sent the Antom. They mentioned the Dragon King?
Yeah, the asshole who's capturing dragons and blighting them for Gillenade. I'll ask Isabella to look for him. Still a stupid name. Dragon King. Dragons wouldn't have kings. They'd have queens.
The trap had failed. The Fang Scorcher was dead. But the Dragon King was a patient hunter. All he needed was a little help from a trader in the Lords of Fortune to set a new trap. And the bait was sure to bring Tosh running.
Careful with that.
But of course.
It's the only lead I've got.
My dear Davron, I'll be as careful with this cloth as if it were burial silk from the Storm Age. And this will be so instructive for Manfred. Ah, Rook, just in time.
Need some help?
Give it a minute. We'll see. That piece of cloth I tore off the Gloom Howler back at the cauldron still has some of its blood on it.
And now, through the application of necromancy, perfected by the Morn Watch through years of meticulous...
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what the Gloom Howler is.
rather discern its nature.
How?
By setting it on fire?
Patience. To discern, one must sometimes destroy. Ah, yes, of course. How interesting.
What is it?
It says this was elven blood. This was a person.
What? But it howls.
A corrupted person. Not always a monster. And something else. Deathsel. I'm unfamiliar with the meaning.
An elven word for covenant. Like a promise or a blood oath. I think I get it. An elf who took a vow, then gets blighted. An elf who knew about griffins and warden's secrets.
Almost as if...
It was a warden.
I know this is bad, but it means we have a lead.
Yes, but one that points within.
If Weishaupt knew about it, they never told me. Something else is going on here. I'll put out the word, call in favors, see who might know more. But thanks for your help, Emmerich. You, discerned well.
My pleasure.
She felt it all over. Her attraction to the hero, a powerful but properly contained tingle, nearly exquisite. Properly contained. No, sounds bad. Okay, cut the middle line, much more natural.
What are you working on?
Oh! Rook! I didn't see you. What did you hear?
Enough to get a powerful but properly contained tingle?
That isn't, I mean, I'm not, Oh, you're joking, right?
Most of the time, yeah.
Nev found me more serials. I've read them, all of them, multiple times. And I thought maybe I could try it, writing my own, I mean. Not like Varric Tethris, but my own sort of thing. For me, and people like me. Something to focus on besides Syrian and all of that. And you know, you're also interesting, it helps for inspiration.
Fighting ancient gods does keep things interesting.
And you know the rest. It's impressive. What you've done, I mean, brought everyone together. You're a good person. Really.
Being around good people helps. That's the thing about a team. Everyone brings everyone else up.
That's what they taught me. The Veil Jumpers, I mean. A team's only as good as its weakest link, so you make them stronger. Like you do, with all of us. So, keep being that kind of person, one everyone can look up to. Anyways, Thanks, Rook. I'll talk to you later. Gotta finish this scene.
This smells amazing. Does all coffee smell like this? Or just the stuff you make?
Coffee has a distinct aroma, if that's what you're asking.
Sorry. It was really rare where I grew up. And expensive.
Try everything once. That's what I say.
I want to, but sometimes I just like having what I like.
Nothing wrong with that. So, Harding, what do you think?
It's... delicious.
Really selling it, Harding.
Hey, I've known some liars, and I am definitely not it. And this stuff, it's good. It's warm.
I won't be upset if you don't like coffee.
He really wouldn't.
I know, but sorry. It's just this thing I do sometimes.
Acting so people will like you?
It sounds terrible when you say it like that. I know I don't need to do it. I just do.
Well, everyone you know seems to like you, so you're good.
Good job, Lace.
You must have been pretty tiny as a child.
Where'd that come from?
A tiny dwarven girl in a land of large human farmers.
Oh, yeah. I probably learned pretty quick that things worked out better if people liked me. If they agreed with me, or I agreed with them.
Some people like cream or sugar in their coffee.
Maybe coffee just isn't my thing.
I like how food stays fresh here longer.
You're not nervous about the magic?
Nah, magic's fine in Ravane. Be nice if we could teach spirits there to keep the food fresh. Less dead fish smell.
I've been learning more about the Lords of Fortune.
Have you?
What? They're our allies, and it's good to make friends.
There's not a Lord of Fortune I know who wouldn't like you.
Hey, that blood mage controlling people in your neighborhood?
Alia, what about her?
Why doesn't anybody in charge stop her?
Because she hasn't left Docktown. It's poor, doesn't have a lot of mages, so the people in power don't care.
That's Vashadon.
Not news to me.
Rook, something's come up. Evka dug around and found us someone who knows more about the Gloomhowler.
Anything useful?
Our new friend wants to talk in person. Figured you'd want to come along for this one.
Is that Zara Renata? This place isn't big enough to keep every corpse you guys find.
Zara spoke to Ilario before she died. Emmerich can talk to the dead. I have to know.
I wouldn't have offered my skills if I thought it was unsafe. Let flame rekindle your sight. Let breath and light rise again. Tell us about Ilario della Morte.
Martyrs. He fooled us both.
Elaborate.
You took what he wanted most in this world. More than coin, pleasure, family.
The title of First Talon.
If that's what he wanted, why imprison you? Why not just kill you? No offense.
It's a fair question.
Death was the original plan. But this one doesn't waste those with potential.
And Katerina? Did Ilario hire you to kill her?
No.
Ilario used blood magic to control spite. How? He's not a mage.
All
Listen, God gives many gifts.
Elgranon? Ilario's working with Elgranon?
Her spirit's strong. Haste would be appreciated.
Let her go. We've heard enough.
I'm sorry, Lucanus.
So am I.
What are you gonna do?
Take away everything from him.
I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your objections are to my taking a canopy.
We're only going for 2 days.
You've hardly brought more than a flask and a bedroll.
Should I send a search party out for you two in a couple of days?
No.
Of course not.
Emmerich wants to see more of Ferelden, so we're going camping. But he's treating it like we're going to an academic thing.
An expedition can have its earthly comforts.
You want to bring a shaving kit in the woods.
My dear Harding, a gentleman is never without a brush and a razor.
The whole point of going to the wilds is to get away from all that. So what if you get muddy and smell a little bad?
One can enjoy the scenery while remembering to bathe.
Harding, does it really matter if Emmerich brings 8 books?
9, actually.
And Emmerich, so what if Harding is fine sleeping on dirt?
Not all the time. Okay, Rook, I know. This trip's supposed to be fun.
I really have looked forward to you showing me more of your home, Harding.
Me too. Oh, and I'll make us sandwiches.
Ah, your famous ham and jam slam?
Well, yam and jam slam because you don't eat meat. So I'll use yams.
How thoughtful. Thank you, Harding.
You'll find them, the other griffins. I know you will.
I appreciate your faith in me. Hope it's not misplaced.
It isn't. I've seen it. The way you care for Hassan, you tear through 3 archdemons for him and for his family. So I know you'll find them.
Means more mouths to feed.
Another day.
This is where we eat.
I see.
Shathan, it's good to see you again.
My child wished to show me where she now lived.
I made food. Here. Armada Special. It's what the pirates eat when they come to port.
This is too rich for me. Perhaps you could prepare some vegetables.
Fine.
A few weeks in your company, and my child has lost what little civility she had.
The Armada Special actually has a long cultural history behind it.
It is meat and cheese on bread. It is the essence of Vervain. Of course Evitash would like it. This is what I face for removing her from the Qun.
Tosh is making a life here with us and wanted to share that with you.
So I can see how happy my child is to have abandoned the ways of our people?
You're the one who brought Tosh to Vervain, and to my team, for that matter. If that's not what you wanted...
I have failed, yes. I was never taught how to be a mother. Under the Qun, children are raised by those suited to such pursuits. I trained as a scholar. I was taught to think critically, to analyze without passion, and correct mistakes. You need not tell me that I am an inadequate mother. I am aware.
Then why did you leave?
When I see my child in danger, I act.
Here, vegetables.
Thank you.
So, I'm non-binary.
What does that mean?
It means I don't feel like a man or a woman.
If you are neither a man nor a woman, then what are you?
Non-binary. I just said, and I'm going to use they instead of she from now on.
If this is because I have criticized your dress or your manners...
It isn't!
Under the Cune, the term for one whose gender does not match the one given to them at birth was a cunithlock. Perhaps you are like that.
Why do you have to keep picking at it? Why can't you just be happy for me?
Evatash, Chakra to Ebra.
So I'm supposed to struggle with who I am? Even if I don't feel like I fit, even if I feel wrong?
No, you misunderstood.
Then say it better! Why am I never enough for you?
I will go. Thank you for inviting me to your home. Panahedan.
All of that was new for her. Just give her some time.
No. It's okay.
Tosh.
I'm not hiding anymore. How she takes it is her problem.
You sure?
Yeah. Come on. Don't let food go to waste.